Hello my friends, my name is Reyna and welcome to another class. Today's focus will be moving through emotions. For me, it's anger, it's irritability right now, it's a little bit of rage. But for you, it could be something totally different. This is going to be kind of an activating class, but we will take some time at the end to really bring things down and to ground again. You don't need a whole lot for this class. I have my mat, but really just even a blanket or just something comfortable like carpet would be great. And if you're feeling like getting to the ground may not be in the cards today, I do recommend grabbing a chair because at any point in this practice, you are welcome to soften, to slow down, to make things smaller, to start in a seat or to take a seat at any point. So even if I'm not specifically saying you're in a chair, feel free to be in a chair because you'll see as we move through this, this will be really available to you whether you're seated or standing today. Lastly, I do recommend to put some music on for this class, music that helps you feel really comfortable moving and also that allows you to feel comfortable making some noise. Maybe it kind of masks the sound a little bit if you have roommates or people nearby, but music is really helpful for a lot of the movements we are about to do. So coming to the center of your mat, finding an activated but easy stance. So something that feels soft, but still feels awake, feels present. I'm just taking a few rounds of breath here. Noticing any involuntary movements that you may be engaging in. If you're looking at me, you might see I'm swaying. Maybe you're bouncing, maybe you rock a little side to side. It's totally fine. Taking a minute here to notice how you're feeling. What's coming up. And where in your body you feel energized. And that can be tightness. That can be a clenching feeling in the chest, in the jaw, in the brow. It can be a tension that you're feeling, or it can even be a tingling in the hips or the knees, maybe the thighs. And from here, begin to just shake the hands. And you can leave them down by your side or in front of your body. Just giving the hands a little shake. Doesn't need to be big as we will grow this movement, but at any point, if you want or need to come back to smaller movements, please feel encouraged to do so. Letting your hand flaps get a little bit bigger, taking up a little bit more space. And if swaying feels good here, feel free to take on a little bit of a sway. Shaking, traveling up the wrists, through the forearms, and maybe your elbows join the party a little bit, adding a bit of a twist to the arms. Making your shaking a little bit bigger. Maybe the shoulders start to bounce and shimmy. Shaking coming into the chest. And then slowly soften the shaking, let it travel back down the arms. Come back to the hands. Then maybe it dissolves to something really, really small. Let it grow again, getting a little bit bigger. Moving up the arms, up into the shoulders, into the chest. And this time let it move kind of across the body, through the rib cage. Maybe into the head a little bit. Maybe down through the belly, through the hips. Maybe you start to lift your feet and shake out through the toes or find a bounce. Bouncing from side to side. There is absolutely no right way to do this, to be here in your body. And so really begin to take up a little bit more space with your shaking, with your flapping, reaching your arms out to the sides, overhead, kicking your feet towards your butt. And we're gonna take this kind of shaking movement a little bit longer than may seem normal for you or comfortable. And that's okay. I'm inviting you to see if you can modulate the movement so it feels sustainable and so you can reach kind of peaks and valleys with it. And this is where the music is really helpful. So keep shaking, keep bouncing. And begin to integrate some big breath here. Maybe sighing it out, maybe audibly, or even adding the HUH sound, on your exhales. Keep going. Maybe you add some lip trills. You're doing great. We're about halfway through this portion. And if you're starting to feel that kind of tired, a little bit fatigued, make things a little smaller. But see if you can keep this bouncing, this activating, almost irritating movement in the body. If it feels comfortable to make a little noise, ha. You can H-A-H, ha, or H-U-H, ha, sigh it out. Taking this size of movement this big for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Start to make it smaller, bringing it more central. Slowing down. Allowing things to fade. Maybe you feel tingling or a bit of itchiness in the wrists and the hands. It's okay. You can scratch the itch. You can see if you can breathe a scratch. Movement fading a little more. Finding your feet a little more grounded to the earth. And the next 10-ish rounds of breath, finding some form of stillness for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking this time to just notice your body. First, those physical sensations you may be feeling. And maybe you stop there. Maybe the physical is enough to notice right now. Or maybe you invite yourself just to notice where you're feeling kind of those interior tinglings, the scratchies. If you're locking out anywhere. If your tension has shifted or dissipated a little bit. Good. Interlace your fingers together, or if that's not quite available, you can press your fingers together like you're holding a ball, or lock your thumbs together. Reach your arms overhead, palms face towards the sky if fingers are interlocked. If not, find just that comfortable but supportive contact. Step your feet about hips distance, maybe a little wider. And imagine yourself kind of just like a big tree swaying in the wind. Start to rock side to side. And it doesn't have to be fast. And as you rock, see the shapes you explore. So you can try making half circles, reaching your arms back, half circles forward. Or maybe just straight up side to side, or any combination that feels good. Feet can stay super grounded here if you're really looking to get a stretch and some space in the sides of the body, or you can lift onto the toes. Maybe your gaze shifts up a little bit, or maybe your eyes close completely. And if you find this becomes a little more dancey, a little more rhythmic in the hips, that's beautiful, it's totally fine. We hold a lot of tension, a lot of energy, and a lot of emotion in our hips. And so it makes sense that they just kind of move sometimes and want to get things off of them and out of them. And slowly just come back to center. Drop your hands to the base of your skull. Open your elbows nice and wide. Send your head into your hands. We'll take 3 rounds of breath right here. And with your inhales, find length through your neck, as if your hands are just pulling your head towards the sky instead of cranking it back. Good. Take a nice big inhale. And as you exhale, make an HA ha sound and fold. Good. Slowly tuck your chin to your chest. Slow inhale. Roll up to standing. Using your exhale to arrive back to your open arm stance. And we'll take a few more rounds of that. So inhale, open the heart, gaze shifts up. Exhale, fold with a ha. Slow inhale, roll up to standing. Exhale, settles you into your posture. Inhale, open. And fold. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, settle in. If at any point you feel dizzy, pause in your fold or standing. Inhale, open. And exhale, fold. Big bend in your knees, roll up to standing. Settle in. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, settle in. This time just release your arms down by your side. And take your feet a little bit wider. Let your toes turn out. Find a little bend in your knees, a little buoyancy here. You can rock a little side to side to settle your hips in. Reach your arms out in front of you and then flip your palms forward. Kind of finding almost like a fight stance here. Very active, very ready. With an inhale, start to reach your right arm back. Exhale, right arm to center. Inhale, left arm back. Exhale, center. Right arm back. Center. Left arm back. Center. Keep going. Inhale when your arm reaches back. Exhale, forward. Find a pace that works for you. Maybe your breath speeds up. Maybe you find more of this swinging motion, or maybe it's very fight-like. And I'm just offering a few different kind of visual options so you can try some things and see what works for you. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come back to center, hands gather at your heart. Exhale, arms down by your side. Another round of breath. One more. Beautiful. Step your feet just a little closer together. So either take a seat or bring yourself down to the earth. If you're coming down to the ground, hands and knees, find tabletop. If you're in a seat, hands come to your knees, nice and tall. And just take a few rounds of cat-cow here. Just gently feeling into the body. Maybe circling the hips, circling the chest. And if you're seated and you're like, it's different, how can I do that? Feel into your body. Draw some rib cage circles, pull your heart forward, round it back. See if you can release the desire to overanalyze and just give your body space to find some free movement. Good. Starting to connect your breath with your cat-cow here. Inhale into your cow pose, belly low, and exhale, round your back into cat. And I'll invite you to find a pace that's just a little bit faster than maybe your normal pace. Make it a little punchier. Twenty. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big long inhale, cow pose. Big long exhale, cat pose. 4 more. Slow it down. Last one. Good. And very, very slowly, either sit back onto your heels for a moment or make your way onto your bottom if you're on the ground. I'm going to say seated on my shins. The choice is absolutely yours though. And if you're seated in your chair, hands rest on your lap. Just taking a moment right here, right in this stillness, in this structure. Noticing your body. Noticing the airy kind of nature that the head takes on when we do this type of really activating breath work, this fast pace. And it can feel a little scary if you haven't practiced something like this before, I understand. But I'm just inviting you to notice it and see if you can be with it. You can be with the lightness and the levity of the space that you've created in your mind and in your body. And if your seat isn't comfortable, please make it comfortable. So lift your hips up, grab a pillow, blankets, Giving yourself a nice comfortable throne to really sit on as we ground and bring things a little bit back to the center. So I'm just going to turn to face you. Very slowly, just bring your arms overhead. Make a V shape with your arms and then flip your palms towards the sky like you're catching rain. Let your gaze shift up. And again, we're not cranking the head back, lengthening out through the back of the neck, tilting the chin up, and then gaze moving towards the sky. Almost as if you're trying to look right in between your eyebrows, not overcrossing, just subtly, towards that third eye, the Ajna chakra. And with your next exhale, just clear your body out as much as feels comfortable. Draw breath in through your nose. Slow, easy breath out through your nose. Coming into some guided breath here. Inhale for 3, 2, 1. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Imagine the breath moving up the front of your body. Hold. Imagine the breath right at the top over your head. Exhale, imagine your breath descending down the back of your body. And hold on empty, breath settling right at the base of your body. Inhale, breath up the front like spring, rising, bubbling. Hold at the top, summer, allow things to ripen. Exhale, breath down the back, fall, descending. Hold at the bottom, winter, still and empty. One more. Inhale, breath up the front, spring, rising. Hold at the top, summer, ripen. Exhale, down the back of the body, like rain, fall, descending. And hold at the bottom, winter, still, empty. Take a slow, easy inhale. Exhale, slowly release your arms down. Slow inhale. Slow exhale. Take a moment right here. Give yourself thanks for taking time for yourself, for your emotions, and for taking up space that you deserve, feelings you are welcome and encouraged to feel. A moment to thank your body for being wonderful. I encourage you to find as many moments as you really can to be in awe of yourself, for being here, for existing, for doing all of this. Thank you all so much for sharing this practice with me. I hope you're feeling a little more spacious, a little bit lighter, and a little bit able to deal with things. I'm so excited to practice with you again, and I'll see you next time we're on the mat together. Bye.